Hello nation, and welcome back to the homestead. Well, if you guys have been following us for any length of time, you know that we're sponsored by Gallagher Fencing. And you know that about 3 years ago, when we hooked up with Gallagher, we started testing some of their solar chargers for them, specifically the S100. And if you remember, we absolutely fell head over heels in love with the Gallagher solar chargers, specifically the S100. Now, we use this solar charger for just about everything. We've used it on our chicken netting, our goat netting, the smart fence when the cows were behind it, the smart fence when the pigs were behind it. And it just constantly performs way above our experiences with other solar chargers, and really way above our expectations, because all the other solar chargers, the bar was so low. Gallagher has set the bar extremely high with their solar chargers, and I'm not bashful to say that it's my opinion that these are the best solar chargers on the market today. And in the last 10 years, we've pretty much used them all. Premier One, the ones from Tractor Supply, this one company that claimed that they were the originators of the solar charger for the electric fence systems, and none of them, let me say that again, none of them have performed as well as the Gallagher charger, the S100, for as long as the Gallagher S100 has performed. Like I stated earlier, we started this relationship with Gallagher probably almost 3.5 years ago, probably. I was probably a little off on that. I know it's been longer than 3 years. And this solar charger, as you can tell, because it's been sun-kissed, it's dirty, has been, since the day that it's come out of the box, has been out working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So here we are, 3 years and some change later, and I got nothing. It's dead. Battery's dead. After 3 years. Keep in mind, the track record, I think the longest one that we ever had that lasted may have been the Premier one, and it may have lasted 6 months. So here's the great thing about this S100. I can change out the battery, and that's what we're going to do here today. So I'm going to show you how to do it, because it is so easy. It's so easy, I can do it. So all you got to do is you flip it around, okay? And you have this screw in the back. If it's not screwed on too tight, you might be able to get it with your fingers, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be pretty taut. Now, when you first get your S100, your clips and stuff are also going to be in here. So you're going to need it's a Phillips head, or a standard screwdriver will work. You just take it, put it in there, give it a couple of turns so you can start doing it with your finger. My fingers don't want to cooperate today, y'all. Bring it out of there. Then your solar panel portion folds up and lifts away. You gently set that down, and now your battery sits in this cradle right here. Again, 3 years, never had a day off. That's why it's so dirty. Get the battery out. You just have a little clip right here. You pull it back. You can slide the battery right out. Now, one of the things that I like about the Gallagher battery setup, how they have, these are just not what we used to call like alligator clips, but they're not called alligator clips anymore. It's these slide-on clips. Most of the time, if you buy replacement ones for these, it's just gonna like slide on and slide off. Well, these have a locking mechanism on them. You have a little button right here that you push and pull, push and pull. That's done. Take that off to the side. Bring your new battery out. Now, we got this battery from our local feed and seed, who's also a Gallagher distributor, because he actually had one, and because we were looking on the Gallagher website and they were unavailable, they were out of stock, and so we got lucky, and Beggs had one sitting on the shelf. Don't know how long it's been sitting there, but we're going to give it a go. It's got a plastic over the positive, so that way it wouldn't short out. That just slides right off. Okay, you can slide it right back down and in. It'll clip. It's very easy as long as you're not colorblind. Red to red, black to black. Slides on there till you hear it click. Let me see if y'all can hear it click. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but I did. It clicked. You can give it a little tug if you want. Boop, boop. It ain't coming off. Boop, boop. Ain't coming off. Now, to put it back in, you've got these brackets right here, for lack of a better term, because brain ain't working today. And then you've got where these hooks sit in your brackets. Make sure your cables are out of the way. They slide right down and in. It slides right back. Take your screw and just do everything in reverse. Screw back in. Get it started with your fingers. Get your screwdriver. Tighten it up. Now, don't over tighten this screw. Make it good and snug, but don't over tighten it. At the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is plastic, and you're gonna break it. Then you're done. Come back on. Let's see the charge on the battery, and we got a green light. So now this S100 I can put back in play. Now, you do not have to go buy a whole new charger now, because you know some of these chargers, they're not cheap. I mean, they run $300, $400, $500. Some of them get up there $600, $700. I think the retail price right now for the S100, I believe, is at my local guy, I think he quoted me $400. So you might still be cheaper to be able to get it through Gallagher online. And in the description below, there's a coupon code for you to use where you get like 10% off, I think it is, on any Gallagher products you use. And I think the coupon code is like Big Bear Homestead or something. It's going to be in the description. Just make sure you use that. And so instead of having to spend all that money to get a brand new charger, I spent like $40 to get a battery. $40 versus $400, I'll take that any day long, especially with the lifespan being 3 years for that battery. So in my mind, that's a win-win. So if you were thinking about or trying to think about what solar chargers and stuff that you want to use on your homestead, give Gallagher a look. Now, openly admit they'd probably be a little bit more expensive than some of the ones that you're looking at like Tractor Supply, but I guarantee you those ones are not going to last as long as these guys. Plus, let me share this story with you before I go. We had like 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks of solid, just storm after storm after storm, but we had a solid 2 weeks where it stormed every day last year. You guys probably remember the footage. You've seen us showing it where we were just flooded and the water was coming up out of our pond, coming up to the office, all that stuff. This S100 was on the smart fence we put the pigs behind it. They never got out. They tested it and you could hear it hit them. 2 weeks with no sunshine, and this bad boy was still punching them as hard as it did the day that we brought it out the box. Same way with the other S100 that we had on the chicken netting that week. We had no issues with animals getting out during that time period because of the performance level of our S100s. So I give it a 5-star review. You guys check them out. Don't forget the coupon code in the description below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, if it helped you out, helped you make a decision, hey, give it the old thumbs up. Let us know in the comments below. Hey, if you have the S100 and if you have a similar story like mine about how well it's performing, hey, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless, and have a nice day.